So, uh, good evening, one and all, those who are watching this seminar. Myself, Arvind Vitova Kainde, a student of microbiology, MSc first year from SRTMU, Nanded. Uh, Today I am going to conduct a seminar on immunology. My topic is major histocompatibility complex, its types and functions of MHC molecules and organization of MHC genes. So the points which are going to be covered in this seminar, that are major histocompatibility complexes, its types and functions, the structure and organization of MHC genes. The major histocompatibility complex, MHC, known as MHC in short form. The MHC is a large genetic complex with multiple loci. The MHC loci encode two major classes of membrane bound glycoproteins, that are class 1 and class 2. MHC molecules are encoded by a cluster of closely associated genes, collectively called the MHC locus or simply the MHC. That is nothing but the major histocompatibility complex. The antigenic peptides, which are held within the binding groups of a cell surface protein called the MHC molecule. So, there are three classes of MHC molecules: class 1, class 2 and class 3. The members of first two classes have similar shape and both are responsible for displaying antigen to T cells. Although they differ in their roles, other molecules classified as MHC class 3 also play roles in the immune response, although these roles are more varied and generally do not involve direct presentation of antigen fragment to T cells. Now we are going to the next point, the structure and functions of MHC class 1 and MHC class 2 molecules. MHC class 1 molecules and MHC class 2 molecules are membrane bound glycoproteins that are closely related in both structure and function. Both classes of MHC molecules have been isolated and purified, and the three-dimensional structure of their extracellular domains have been visualized by X-ray crystallography. These membrane glycoproteins function as highly specialized antigen-presenting molecules with grooves that form unusually stable complexes with peptide ligands, displaying them on the cell surface for recognition by T cell receptors, that is TCR engagements. MHC class 3 molecule are group of unrelated proteins that do not share structural similarity or function with class 1 and class 2 molecule. The class 1 molecule consists of one large glycoprotein heavy chain plus a small protein light chain, while class 2 molecules consist of non-identical membrane-bound glycoprotein chains. So this is the systematic diagram of MHC class 1 and class 2 molecules, showing the external domain trans segments, that is nothing but the transmembrane segments, and cytoplasmic tails, and binding, that is nothing but the peptide binding groove. The peptide binding groove is formed by the membrane distal domains that you can see here. the light and dark blue in both class 1 and class 2 molecules. The membrane proximal domains, which can be seen in teal and salmon, possess the immunoglobulin domain structure. Thus, the both the both MHC class 1 and class 2 molecules as well as beta microglobulin are classified as members of immunoglobulin superfamily. So this is the side view ribbon diagram on X-ray crystallography of MHC class 1 molecule that is located in the left side. You can see that the A figure, that is the class 1 molecule, and the B is the right one, that is class 2 molecule, in which you can see, look at there, the B strands are depicted as a thick arrow and the alpha helix as spiral ribbons. And look at there, each disulfide bond is shown as two interconnected yellow spheres. Small spheres are located there. You can look here, look into this. Small spheres are located. These are the small yellow spheres, that is disulfide bonds. So the alpha 1 and alpha 2 domain of class 1 and the alpha 1 and beta 1 domain of class 2 interact to form you can look at here the alpha 1 and alpha 2 domain of class 1 molecule and the alpha 1 and beta 1 domain of class 2 molecules interact to form the peptide binding grooves. So we will move further. So this is the peptide binding groove of MSC class 1 and MSC class 2 as viewed from the top, consisting of a base of antiparallel beta strands and sites of alpha helix for each molecules. So this groove can accommodate peptides of 8 to 10 residues for class 1 and 13 to 18 residues for class 2. So we will describe the structure of MSC class 1 molecule. So these are the points which covers in the MSC class 1 molecules structure as well as function. So two polypeptides assembled to form a single MHC class 1 molecule, that is nothing that is 45 kilodalton alpha chain and a much smaller 12 kilodalton beta chain called as beta microglobulin. There is some mistake in this micro, that is micro not macro, so please consider it as micro, MICROGLOBULIN. The next point, the alpha chain is organized into three external domains, alpha 1, alpha 2 and alpha 3, each approximately 90 amino acids long. A transmembrane domain of about 25 hydrophobic amino acids followed by a short stretch of charge, that is hydrophilic in nature amino acids, and a cytoplasmic anchor segments of 30 amino acids. The beta microglobulin is similar in size and organization to the alpha 3 domain. It does not contain a transmembrane region and is non-covalently bound to the MHC class 1 alpha chain. The sequence data reveals strong homology between the alpha 3 domain of MHC class 1 microglobulin and the constant regions domains found in the immunoglobulin. The alpha 1 and alpha 2 domains interact to form a floor of 8 antiparallel beta strands trimmed by 2 long alpha helix. The structures form a groove or cleft with the long alpha helix on the sides and beta strands as the bottom. As we have seen, the structures before this slide. So we will move further for next MHC class 2 molecules. MHC class 2 molecules contains two different glycoproteins chain of similar size, a 33 kilodalton alpha chain and a 28 kilodalton beta chain, which associate by non-covalent interaction. Like the class 1 alpha chain, both MHC class 2 chain are membrane-bound glycoproteins that contain external domains, a transmembrane segment, and a cytoplasmic anchor segment. Each chain in class 2 molecules contain two external domains such as alpha 1 and alpha 2 domains in one chain and beta 1 and beta 2 domains in other. The membrane proximal alpha 2 and beta 2 domains, like the membrane proximal alpha 3 beta microglobulin domains of MHC class 1 molecule, bear sequence similarity to immunoglobulin fold structure. For this reason, MHC class 2 molecules are also classified as belonging to the immunoglobulin superfamily. The membrane distal alpha 1 and beta 1 domain form the peptide binding groove for process antigen. The groove in MHC class 2 molecule is formed by the association of two separate chains. That is an important distinction between the class 1 and class 2 structures. So look at this. With this is the X-ray crystallographic structure of class 1 and class 2 molecules, which are superimposed in this image. You look at this. We can visualize this by the X-ray crystallographic analysis. We can see here the peptide binding groove of human MHC2 class 2 molecule. That is denoted here as in blue color. The lines which are that is blue in color, which are superimposed over the corresponding region of human MHC class 1 molecule, that you can see that is in red color. So the overlapping region are shown in white color. Look at there are some white lines. Yeah, these two molecules create very similar binding grooves. The peptide binding grooves of class 1 molecule is composed of floor of 8 anti-parallel beta strand and 2 sides of anti-parallel alpha helix, as we have discussed earlier. The class 2 associated peptides ranges from 30 to 18 amino acids, as we have seen earlier. Now we are going to the next point, that is the organization and inheritance of MHC genes. The MHC locus encodes the three major classes of MHC molecules. The MHC is a collection of gene array with a long continuous stretch of DNA on chromosome 17 in mice. In the MHC is also referred to as the human leukocyte antigen. So we can write in short as capital HLA complex in humans, and as the H2 complex, previously is known as H-2 in mice. Now these two examples such as human and mice are already carried out for studies. Means the more study is done on these two species only as compared to others. Although the arrangement of gene is somewhat different, in both cases the MHC genes are organized into regions encoding three classes of molecules. Within these regions are genes that are considered to be a prototypic examples of each class, which are called classical MHC genes, as well as some that other considered as non-classical MHC genes. So we will look at first the classical MHC genes, which includes class 1 MHC genes. The first one is the class 1 MHC gene, which encode glycoprotein expressed on the surface nearly all nucleated cells. The major function of the class 1 gene products is presented of peptide antigen of T cells, TC cells. The next one is the class 2 MHC genes, which encodes glycoproteins expressed primarily on antigen presenting cells such as macrophages, dendritic cells, and B cells. So where they present process antigenic peptides to Th cells. So here is the columns which can comparison of organization of MHC in mice and human. As we have already discussed, the MHC refer as the H2 complex in mice and HLA complex in human. In class 3, look at there, in class 3 gene products include other immune function related compounds such as complement proteins, that is denoted as capital C dash capital C, and the tumor necrosis factor, it is denoted as TNF, lymphophototoxin, as there in the class 3rd. You can see at the column number in green color, and the first class is in pink color and the second class is in blue color. You can look at there. The class 3rd, now we will go to move class 3rd MSC genes encode in addition to other products various secreted proteins that have immune functions, including components of complement system and molecules involved in inflammation. The class 1 MHC molecules encoded by the capital K and D region in the mice. Look at there in pink color. You will look the region which is encoded by capital K and D in mice, and by the capital A, capital B, and capital C loci in human were first discovered, and they are expressed in the widest range of cell types. So these are referred to as classical class 1 molecules. The class 1 MSC molecules encoded by we have finished this point. The additional genes or groups of genes within the H2 or HLA complex also encodes class 1 molecules. These genes are designated as non-classical class 1 gene, as we have seen the classical as well as non-classical genes. So let's summarize what we all learned today. The first point is the MSC class 1 molecules consist of one large transmembrane glycoprotein alpha chain with an inherent binding pocket that accommodates peptide of approximately 8 to 10 amino acids plus a much smaller non-covalently associated beta chain and beta microglobulin. The MHC class 2 molecules are composed of two non-covalently associated transmembranes glycoproteins, that is an alpha chain and beta chain with similar structures, where their extracellular domains together form a binding pocket accommodating peptides of approximately 13 to 18 residues in length. MHC class 1 and class 2 molecules are structurally and functionally similar despite being encoded differentially. Fourth point, the classical MHC class 1, that is alpha chain, and class 2 MHC class 2 alpha and beta chain molecules are encoded within the MHC locus, function as a presenter of antigen, and have similar protein structures but different tissue distribution. Class 1 can be found on all nucleated cells, while class 2 is restricted to antigen presenting cells. The MSC class 3 region encodes a diverse set of proteins with little more polymorphism and no structural or functional similarity to class 1 and class 2. Although These proteins do play roles in several important immune pathways. The last point, within the MHC locus are genes that encode non-classical MHC proteins with structural similar to the class 1 and class 2 but show much less polymorphism, are more limited in tissue distribution both in times and space, and display more renowned roles in antigen processing and presentation. So here we finish our topic, today's topic of MSC, its types, structures, and organization of MSC genes. So so thank you for listening me. So today I end this seminar. Thank you very much.